So I came up with a way to keep the battery from dancing around and running into this, rubbing against the gas tank, and just jiggling all around while it's running. So I welded in these brackets. I'm about to paint it with some black paint. This is just a piece of metal. As you can see, I was welding right beside the gas tank. Kind of a sketchy thing to do. So yeah, basically this is going to hold the battery from dancing all over the place. Plus, I found a tie down for the top. I used this the other day, but this tie down still didn't keep the battery from moving forward. Hitting up against here and rubbing the tank. So now the battery's not going to move. I gave myself 1/4 of an inch to spare, so that's as far as it's going to move. This should work. I'll put it all back together and show you how it looks. And these are just tack welded in there, so if I ever have to take anything apart and these are in my way, I can just grind the welds off and remove this piece. They're tack welded, but they penetrated, so they're holding. A little bit of paint on this thing. Just on the weld. I believe those brackets are some kind of, I don't know what kind of metal they are. Probably galvanized, and I was breathing it in welding. Oh. Okay, my battery's back in. The bracket I'm going to point to. So now the battery can't slide forward. And same on the gas tank side. It can't rub up against the gas tank. Or push itself forward to the, I guess you'd call this a firewall. I decided not to use the top clamp. The battery doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And it just makes it harder for me to take the battery in and out. Because I bring the battery in when I'm not using it. Especially in the below 0 temperatures. I don't want my battery freezing. So I left it off. We'll see how that goes. At least now I know it can't slide forward and dance all around. And I don't plan on tipping this tractor over, so I don't think I need the top brace. Or I can just use the bungee cord, but at least the battery's going to stay still now. That was the main purpose of this job. I also have the chains on this wheel fitting a lot tighter now. I went and bought one of these, some of these hooks or loops. So they seem to be staying on now. I went around the yard with it and it didn't go all wonky on me. Chains are a funny thing I've noticed. You can't have them too tight to damage the tire or rim, but yet you can't have them too loose either. So hopefully this works. This other side's been fine. They don't come, well, they don't look like they're going to fall off. They seem to stay put. Like I said in the other video, a previous video, I'm not going to be driving down the highway with these. I'm just driving through the snow in my driveway. Maybe crossing the road to clear the mailbox. That's as far as this thing will be going. So I cut out a piece of rubber from an old mud flap so the battery can sit on it, just in case that bracket is sharp on the bottom of the battery. This will give it some cushion. So yeah, that will keep the battery from dancing all around and hitting the gas tank, hitting the firewall. Yeah, that'll work. So there isn't much more I can do except wait for the snow to come, and I'm sure it will come. Thanks for watching.